You see him with me the last couple of years on NBC Sports California, New
don't
Mexico's
do that no
finest. I know you don't do that no more, big fella. Kenny Thomas, K9. What's up, man? Thanks for jumping on with me and Whitey here. How you doing, man?
I like the way you opened that up because you knew I was going to give you crap about calling. And you knew I was watching the game, too, but it's all good.
Anytime I call Kevin Herter K9, he hits me up on Twitter. I mean, on the text. He hates it. It bothers him. And so that's why I said it that one time, because I knew.
It don't bother me. There's only one original, bro.
Kenny, first of all, man, thanks for coming on, man. Honored to have you. We had some great times on TV together.
Yeah.
What do you make of this Kings team so far this season, man? Here they are, 5-4, back above 500.
Man, first of all, let me say what's up to your co-host right there. You can't be rude like that. Ain't that bad. What's up, bro?
I am rude, though. I am pretty rude.
Hey, Kenny. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, bud? As you know, man, like you guys just said, they're back on track, looks like, and it's going to be interesting to me to see how the Western Conference is going to play out, right? Because last year it was like tricky, and not that it was a little surprising that the Kings got the third spot last year, but it's one of those things. The West, man, it's always been strong in, especially how they started last year, right? They went 0-4, and now they get another opportunity to come back and try and do something special. They just gotta do a better job on the road, man. When I was watching the Kings play my old other team, the Houston Rockets, and lost by 20 on the road and then come back day in between and lose by 30, I'm like, whoa. I think everybody started panicking, right? But come home, take care of home court, which is what they've been doing. Foxy's back, which was huge. So maybe they can just get on a kind of a little winning streak, especially about to go on the road again, right?
Yeah, yeah. Kenny, having been through those 5 games without Fox, can that make the Kings a better team, having come through that? Now he's back.
You know, whenever you have a superstar that goes out, you're losing a tremendous asset. And the way that they been playing with him out with those 5 games, it could have came across like, okay, are the Kings really for real, right? Because those things are going to happen. It comes with adversity, and Kevin Herter started out slow, and now he's kind of turning it around. And here we are. We're only 9 games in, 1 game over 500. It's going to be nice to see how they gel together, and I feel like they're still young and still learning a little bit.
Kenny, you've played with some of the game's greatest players. What was your mindset when a guy missed time, when AI was out, or Stevie Franchise or McGrady or somebody like that was out? What was your mindset as a teammate?
Man, let me tell you something. When I was in Philly with AI went out. Chris Ford was the head coach. Glenn Robinson went out. Then they come to KT. And the next thing you know, man, you got to step up. Like that's why they're making the big bucks. The salary cap when I was playing like $50 million, now it's $136 million, man. So these kids are making great money. They just got to come out and perform, and guys just got to step up, especially guys like Sabonis. I would love to see him like just take the 15 to 17 for a jump shot. I don't even see him looking at it. I would just take it so they can honor it a little bit, because I think he can shoot 50%. You know what I mean? Just taking it. So
yeah. Kenny Thomas, a 12-year NBA veteran, nice enough to join us, longtime King. Do you think Keegan can become the second, speaking of Sabonis and Fox, can Keegan become the second best player on this team, Kenny?
I think he's on his way. I like how Keegan is attacking the basket, which is what Mike Brown's been kind of trying to instill in him to be more aggressive. Obviously, Mike Brown wants him to shoot the ball more, but I love how he's attacking, and I feel like you don't always got to shoot a shot like that unless you're like wide open. I used to like get myself going in like that mid-range shot, and Keegan's been doing. He's been putting the ball on the floor, mixing it up mid-range, and attacking the basket. But him being so athletic and looks like he put on some weight and got stronger, he just looks way more solid.
Kenny, obviously, you know, the Kings had that long playoff drought. If I'm correct, you were on that team that last made the playoffs. What was it like for you seeing this franchise get back in there this past season?
Man, it's been nice. I was able to work with you and Matt and Katie and Mark Jones and Morgan and Deuce, and we all you were already there, but me and Matt, Morgan and Deuce I think came in around the same time, and it's been nice being able to see how everything is unfolding, and I feel like the way the Kings are going right now, they're on track, but it's going to be hard to see because the Western Conference is the Western Conference, right? I hope I answered your question.
You didn't, but hey, you know I'm gonna call you out, right? You know I'm gonna call you out, big fella. The question was, what was it like for you being there and being in that building, seeing the Kings get back to where they should be?
Let me tell you something. People get mad at me because I kept saying it last year, and I think I drifted away from it when I was on TV. But being able to talk about it 16, 17 years later, coming in, and working for NBC, obviously they were losing that first year, and then they came back and they turned it all the way around. And being able to be up there with you and Matt in the playoffs and being a part of that Kings basketball, it was nice, man. That's why I can't stop watching even though I'm not on TV no more.
Kenny, I'm wondering if you would be willing to share with us the secret of rebounding. Because, I mean, you weren't huge by NBA standards, obviously listed at 6'7". I mean, you averaged more than 10 rebounds a game. So you were dealing with a lot of guys, not always, but bigger guys, heavier guys, and yet you were a double-digit rebounder. You put up some big rebounding numbers through your career. What is the secret to rebounding?
Thank you. You hear that, Kyle? Giving me all this love.
I know, right?
I like your co-host, bro. You could have teed me up like that too when we were on TV, bro. But man, it was Larry Brown in Philadelphia told me one thing, man. You can't control what other people do, but you can control what you do. And I had to figure out a way to stay on the floor because everybody in the NBA to a certain extent can score. But guys like me really didn't get opportunities like that to score, so I had to go get it off the glass. I was the shortest to average a double-double. I think my second year under my big contract in Philly, and it was just desire, man, and hard work, and you got to be in shape. I have my own personal trainer, and being able to work out in New Mexico with the elevation helped because it made it easier when the games came. So, man, sometimes I used to study guys like Dennis Rodman, and I used to study, like, you can kind of see, like, the angles of, like, where the ball's coming from. Say you're in the corner. If you're, like, right there, you can kind of see if balls are short or if they're going to be long. So I just used to take chances and kind of guess based off of where the ball was coming from and which direction it might go.
Does it frustrate you, not to mention any names, but when you see a player who is more gifted physically, has the natural gifts that you would need to be a rebounder, but who isn't as good a rebounder as you were?
Okay, what kind of question is that, man?
Well, I mean, I would think.
See, you were kissing up to him earlier.
No, if I'm Kenny Thomas and I see a big guy and it's like, and then they're getting 4 rebounds a game, I would be sitting there screaming at the TV like, "Come on, you have to work harder." That's all. That's all I mean.
I got you. Yeah, I would have to work harder. 4 rebounds, that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. If I had 12 points and 8 rebounds, I'm happy. But at the same time, I would come back and I would try and get a double-double. 10 rebounds.
Yeah.
And if I got less than 8, that was a bad game to me. So when I see guys are not dedicated and committing to the team, especially when it's on the defensive end. We gang rebound and we get out, right, and run. But I love the way the Kings are getting out and running now. They really weren't doing that in the beginning. And it just seems like the flow is coming in. And I think Mike Brown is just still trying to figure out the rotation also.
Yeah.
My guy, Kenny Thomas, joining us. Kenny, obviously you had a long NBA career. What's your favorite NBA memory as a player? What's one memory you look back on and say, man, that was some good times with these guys?
Man, I had a lot, Kyle. I got to play with some great players and play against some great players. Allen Iverson, speaking of him, I just texted him the other day because, him and Shaq got the whole president, vice president thing, and he came to Albuquerque for me. So I I would say being around AI and being able to play with him because he was so short and he could do so much. But playing against Tim Duncan and Kevin and KG and guys like that, man, it was a challenge. But at the same time, they had to guard me.
You want me to wrap it up, Whitey? I don't want.
I don't want to offend
He's
him
looking at
any further.
You know,
No, you ain't gonna offend me, man.
No.
Trust me, I done did TV. I done heard it all on
Doug,
social media.
Kenny's offended me this whole off season. We ain't played golf together. The dude
Oh,
been
I
in
got a
sack
question.
and ain't hit me up.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
Why do you think that, Kenny, do you have a theory on this? This is true, and Kyle has said this on the air, so I'm not speaking out of turn. Kyle has said this on the air. He said, I cannot play golf when I'm around Kenny Thomas. He said, I don't know what
Did
it
I
is.
really say that?
Yes.
Yeah, I did say
You know
it.
why?
I always play bad around you.
Why-
You know that, big
Why
fella.
do you think
heard
that
that,
is?
right? Because he's played bad. Because he was trying to beat me, and he can't.
Well, hey, some of us actually work for a living still. You know what I mean? You're working on your golf game. When the last time you played, Kenny?
Yesterday.
Exactly. See,
Yeah.
you got plenty of free time to play.
You're in his head,
Valley
Kenny.
High.
You were way inside Kyle's head.
And then I played in a William Jessup golf tournament at Valley High yesterday. And then I played Sunday. And Jerry Rice was out there. We had Tim Brown out there. You had some other guys out there, but it was a good time. I've been working on my game, Kyle. I just got back to Albuquerque, and I'm going to be here for the holidays. But I'll be back, man.
You need to
I
hit
got
your
a house
boy up.
there.
Hit your boy up, man. Kenny,
I got
hit me
you,
up,
man.
Kenny Thomas.
Hey, Whitey, you can never offend me, bro. We're good.
All right.
You
Yeah.
can never offend me.
Great. Awesome.
You
Hey,
just don't call Kevin Hurt or K9. We good.
I would never do that. I would never do that to my guy, Kenny Thomas. Yeah. Hope you have a white Christmas in New Mexico. I was there once in Albuquerque. We actually got snow. Hope you get snow this year, Kenny.
I appreciate that, but I don't think I'll be here that long to get all that down.
Yeah. Let's get out when you come through, man.
Yeah, man, you guys let me know. I appreciate you guys having me on, and I'm checking out the Kings and all that. So if you guys want me back, let me know what's up.
You got it.
All right.
Thank you, Kenny. We appreciate it.
I appreciate you both.
All right, bro.
Kyle.
All right,
Appreciate
man.
you, bro.
Peace.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah. So how come you can't play golf?
I told you, I'm a firm believer, like, your golf game is impacted by the people you play with.
Yes,
And for some reason, the vibes are off when I'm with Kenny. I don't know. That's my guy. We're good friends and everything, but for some reason,
your friends,
you know,
and everything, yeah.
you know what it is? Now that he's not on air anymore, right? He's not. Kenny's the type that gives you advice while you playing. That's the worst thing. Golfers know when you're not playing well, the last thing you want to hear is from another golfer. Oh, you should be doing this. You should be doing that.
Oh, and it kind of gets under your skin.
Yeah,
a
I
little
got
bit.
this, big fella. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll be okay. I'm just having a bad day. So I always have a bad day with him. It bothers me, man.
And if he finds that out, you're toast. That's all you're going to hear for 18
Right,
holes.
18 holes. He's going to get in my head, right?
A quick timeout. When we come right back, Keegan Murray, defensive stopper, next with the Drive Guys on Sactown Sports.